Hi, everybody. Winding down what I hope was a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday weekend for you. The forecast pretty much spot on, and it was easy, of course, to predict just clear skies with high pressure building at the surface, aloft, east winds starting to come out of the gorge. We've had some fog at times down around Eugene, primarily, and some other shallow, brief, foggy areas. But look out in wine country. This is my live camera network on this Sunday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The Dundee Hills, beautiful. Willamette Valley, just south of Salem, beautiful. Out on the east side, you can see Gresham right there, absolutely beautiful. Lewis River up in Woodland, Central Oregon, the same. Sun River, Camas Meadows, down in Silverton from the Oregon Garden Resort. Up in the Cascades at 1,500 feet, the Mount Hood, Oregon Resort. A little hazy over in the Sisters area, looking at the Three Sisters this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine out in the Gorges, Elk Ridge Golf Course, of course, downtown Portland from the Portland Spirit Landing. And there's the Inn at Ottercrest along the coast, where it's also been just absolutely wonderful weather. Temperatures have been about the same the last several days and will be pretty much the exact same forecast Sunday and for the most part into Monday. Now, Monday, I do think east winds will start to fizzle out. I realize we haven't had wind really away from the gorge. You get away from the gorge, winds have been light, and that continues to be the case. Ignore the mist part in the Portland Ob. Don't know why that's not right, but 52 in Portland, 48 Salem, 52 Vancouver. Again, these are 3 o'clock temperatures. 54 in Hillsborough and Beaverton, 54 up in Scappoose, 50 up in Sandy. Really, really nice stuff, without question. I do want to point out what the winds have been doing out along the gorge. For the most part, you folks in East Multnomah County have seen your wind gusts hold, for the most part, under 30 miles per hour, but it's been noticeably breezy. I know that adds a chill to the air. So this is my Columbia River Gorge page on my my website, portlandweather.com. If you haven't checked it out, I hope you will. One of the great things about the design of this weather site is that it has separate pages for the coast, for Mount Hood, the valley, and also out in the gorge. So here's Hood River, 43 degrees. There's the forecast for Hood River, about 45 tomorrow. It's been a little bit cooler out in the gorge. And then these are current temperatures, and right now 46 at Crown Point. And if you click on it, you'll get what the observations have been, including the wind. So you're not going to be able to see this, I don't believe, but I'll read it to you. So at 3:05 this afternoon at Crown Point, the Vista House in the gorge, northeast winds gusting to 57 miles per hour. Winds have been as high as, it looks like, 65 miles per hour, and that was at 1:35 this afternoon. So why so windy? We get that out in the gorge when we have temperature inversions, meaning cold air settles down low, it's warmer up top, and that creates this horizontal plane of east winds in the temperature inversion that just go nuts. And the Crown Point, the Vista House, always good for 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts when you get that inversion. Little change tomorrow, but Tuesday, the temperature inversion will start to weaken and fall apart. That should eventually trigger a lessening of the east winds in the gorge and also out into Multnomah County and parts of Clark County. And then by Wednesday, I really think the east winds will be there, but they'll be more like 10 to 20 miles per hour, not much going on. And then we get into some rainy weather on Thursday, which is what I want to talk about right here. So this is the water vapor imagery, what they call the full disk view. So we have high pressure that's sitting right overhead in Oregon and Washington. And you can see the moisture fetch. It's just kind of being held off. So the high sits in here, if you look at my mouse, and then the storm system just kind of hit that ridge and they hold off and then they arc up around us. So this will look exactly the same tomorrow. Tuesday, all of this starts to break down. Now there's a developing low that's going to form right down in here, and that will move into California midweek. I don't think it won't impact us. We, in fact, will stay dry through Wednesday, maybe dry into Thursday morning. Back here, see this little curl? That's a front. That's a developing low. This is where our next weather will come from in terms of precipitation. Again, that's going to be developing during the day Thursday. And right now, there are signs we go really active and really wet starting this coming Thursday into Friday and into next week. And let me talk about that. So this is the GFS model precipitation, and I've got this started on Thursday morning. So Thursday morning, we're dry. Early in the morning, you see light rain just starting to approach the coast and also down in southern Oregon. And let me play this through Thursday afternoon. During the day, we have mainly some light precipitation start to come in. This shows less than 1/10 of an inch of rain from Kelso down through Portland, down through Salem, all the way down to Eugene. Shows a 1/10 of an inch of rain, a little bit more than that along the coast, but still not a lot of moisture through Thursday afternoon. It looks like light stuff developing during the day. The first front that comes in Thursday, late day evening is going to be weakening. The main front, what I would consider the first front that really holds together, is one that comes in Friday evening. So let me play this into Friday morning. Now we've got areas of rain. And now we're getting into Friday evening. See how the rain amounts are really starting to pick up? Now we're nearing 3/4 of an inch of rain in Tillamook. We're nearing 1/2 of an inch of rain in Portland down through Salem. And this is pretty widespread rain from Seattle all the way down to the California border. And some of this moisture developing and holding together east of the Cascade. So again, this is Friday evening. Now let me go ahead and play this. I think I can play this all the way through Saturday. So again, there's a front that comes in, the main one Friday evening, and then Saturday night into Sunday morning, there's actually a warm front that brings hours of steady rain. Weather models like the fact that Saturday night through Sunday night, we could pick up an inch of rain or more here in Portland, Salem, and Vancouver just in that time frame, Saturday night through Sunday. So this is basically getting into late Saturday overnight. Total rain for the week is now topping an inch up and down the valley, topping an 1.5 inches in Tillamook, 1.30 approaching Newport. So you get the idea of widespread rain amounts, an inch up in Seattle, it looks like. And then we're going to add to this. There's another system comes in Monday. So it's very possible that developing this Thursday slowly with light rain turning heavier Friday, late day evening, even heavier rain yet Saturday night into Sunday. Rainy weather continues into the mid part of next week. It's very possible the first week of December is like the first week of November was, where we pick up a quick 3-4 inches of rain, and we think we're going to be off and running with a wet month. Now, we know that November quickly dried out on clear right now. If December will do the same, but get ready for some pretty good bits of moisture coming our direction. Here's the way all of this looks on the upper level map. This is sticking with the same model, the GFS model. This is tomorrow afternoon. See the contouring ridging up into us, and we're in the warm colors on this anomaly map. So that's high pressure hanging on. There's that developing low tomorrow that will go into Northern California, very much a El Nino signature pattern, right? The lows, the storm systems go into California, kind of leave us alone. Here's Tuesday, rain now moving into California, but we're still dry. Here we are Wednesday, that low is now in Nevada. We're still dry, but the temperature version's gone. The high pressure ridging is gone, and we're starting to transition into that rain chance coming in on Thursday. So let me play this into Thursday afternoon. Notice this trough along the West Coast now starting to feed moisture into us. And see this dark blue contour? This is a 540 contour. Now, I've told you before that the pressure height that we look at for the polar jet, when you get the polar jet, you're like, okay, that's a very active flow pattern. And now we're getting into the colder air on our half of the hemisphere, if you will. So the 46 contour is right down here where we are. So that's an active, chilly, wet system coming in Thursday into Friday. Let me go ahead and play this. Here we are, the coldest air Friday. If we have enough rain during the day Friday, you can make the argument that Friday's temperatures won't be any warmer than 43 or 44 in Portland. We're going to have a south wind flow during part of that. So for right now, I've got some 47, but look for me to lower that temperature potentially. And then moving on, there's several weather systems in the midweek. But what I want you to notice is, see this blue contour line? That's real cold air. That's lifted up to the north. I'm just going to play this as far as this will go. See, here we are. This is Sunday, December 10th. Look at where it's retreated to, up into Canada. We've got actual ridging over our area. That's a return to some mild air. Let me go ahead and play this into mid-December and even into December 20th. This is December 20th. Look at where the cold air pocket is, just dipping down into the Great Lakes. Follow my mouse, but ridging all the way up through the provinces of Canada here in the west side. That's pretty mild air for us again in December. No threat of anything really cold through December 21st. Now, I think I can play this through Christmas Day. Want to do that? Yeah. Here's Christmas Day. Ho, ho, ho. Look at this. The cold air contour well up to our north. This is ridging. That's a quiet, mild weather pattern. And this would be a pressure height that would support on Christmas Day, not only dry weather, But if we don't get stuck in the fog Christmas morning, we could have afternoon sun and 50 on Christmas Day potentially. Now, if we get stuck in the fog that morning, assuming we have fog, then it would be quite a bit colder. But you get the idea. This air, what I really hope that you discovered with that talk is that the system that's coming in this coming weekend, Thursday really comes in with that front on Friday evening into Saturday. Potentially some of the coldest air that we're going to see this entire upcoming month of December. I'm not talking snow or anything, but I'm just talking the fact that overall December has shows signs of being pretty mild. And we may also again have the wettest part of the entire month setting up the first week, which is what we had in November. So that would be interesting if that takes hold. Okay, so here we go. No change tomorrow, 51 the high, overnight low. By the way, overnight lows have been as cold in the valley as 23, 25 degrees out near Hillsboro and certainly down in Eugene. We're going to continue to see that Monday morning in the city, 30 to 51, Tuesday, 32 to 50. A lot of you will be in the 20s again Tuesday morning. Wednesday's the transition day, partly cloudy sky, still a freezing start, 48. Rain develops during the day on Thursday. Some of the models hold off the rain until late in the day. So I'm not sure on the timing of when that starts, but that's a weakening system. And then the heavier rain, first wave of heavier rain, I really think is what comes in late Friday afternoon with that front Friday evening. This is the day I was talking about. I've got 47, maybe the highs more like 43, 44. I'll keep an eye on that. And then rain likely Saturday, a big push of rain Saturday night into Sunday. So again, that's a very, very wet weekend. Of course, we'll be talking about this upcoming week. Snow levels through this time period are going to be generally around 3,000 feet, it looks like, on average for this upcoming weekend. So if that's the case, that potentially is more than 2 feet of snow falling at timberline and meadows, and certainly elevations of 5,000 feet might be enough to finally jumpstart some of the ski season. So keep an eye on that as well. For now, I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. Thanks for subscribing to this YouTube channel, listening to my discussion. My weather site's portlandweather.com, and I'll talk to you soon.